Hi, Jason here from eGolf Megastore. Today we're going to be looking at the Titleist 917. The new product has been out for a little bit of time, and I think it's good to actually go ahead and have a look at it, having some experience and working with it for a little bit of time that I have. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to go through a little bit about the technology in this golf club and how best to get the best out of this golf club. So first thing I would say that we've got to look at and just discuss is the SureFit CG. The SureFit CG is basically a weight that's sitting in the back of the golf club, and you're able to adjust it from the heel to the toe. And what that's going to do is going to have an influence on how you rotate the face through impact. Most guys that are fading the ball are leaving the face open to their path. And what happens is then they're cutting across it, and that face just imparts that little bit of side spin. So what happens with this is now we can put the weight more to the heel, and it just helps you square that face up a lot more. So you're getting a much straighter ball flight. And the opposite effect is if you're hooking it, then we would put it on the opposite side, and what it'll do, it's just going to slow that toe down a lot more, and you're going to just get those straighter shots. So really good. The one thing I really like about the SureFit CG, not like other brands in the past where you've got just the weights on either side. This is actually a column of a weight, so it just also helps that little bit with the stability of the back of the golf club. So really nice forgiving golf club, and really helps with adjustability of the face, how much you can open and close it through impact. Of course, the fact that it's slightly further back really helps that. If you had it way forward, it doesn't do anything to the face. The other thing I would say, which is something that Titleist did in the 915, is this active recoil channel, which is basically helping out with off-centered hits, maintaining the ball speeds on off-centered hits. When you don't find the middle of the golf club, what tends to happen is you're going to lose a lot of ball speed, which will then affect your distance, and you'll start hitting your off-centered hits quite a lot shorter, as well as hit them offline. So you've got the benefit of the faster ball speeds from that. The other key fitting area that we have is the SureFit hosel, which is a really good hosel, which gives you quite a lot of options in loft as well as lie angle. So if you can adjust the lie angle as well as the SureFit CG, then you can really optimize that shape that you're really looking to try and get. So I'm going to hit a few with it. As I put it down, it's a really nice traditional Titleist look. Let me see how it feels. Caught that one a little bit out of the heel, but still pretty good ball speed. Felt pretty good off the face for a heel strike. That was a better one. Came out of the center a little bit more. Feels really nice. I can feel that active recoil channel. That certainly coming off with pretty good ball speeds. Try one more there, see if I can shape this a little bit more. Okay, so that one turned over. That was nice.
The first thing is, after hitting a few balls there, I normally hit the ball right to left, sometimes a bit of a heavy hook. But with this, I got kind of good feel even though I was getting out of the heel, but I was getting that movement left to right, which is something that I've never got before. So what would you do with the shaft or the actual the weights to try and bring it a bit more to that draw? Because it's pretty confusing, that one.
Yeah, that's okay. Practically, I think if I look at the club itself, your numbers and your speed numbers are pretty good. So you're getting generating some really good club head speed. I think this shaft that we've got here, which is the Diamond 60S, I think it's a little bit too light and probably just a little bit too soft for you. So the ball was just sliding off that a little bit to the right. What I would do is I'd probably go for the slightly heavier option, or maybe the slightly stiffer option in here, just to give you a little bit more stability in the golf club, and just to give you that control of the face a little bit more. That would probably help out. I've also got it set at the standard A1, so it might be something that we could look at practically putting that to A2, making it just a little bit more upright, which would also help a little bit with your strike from you were getting a little bit out of the heel. Obviously, when you do hit it out of the heel, we get a little bit of the gear effect. That's why you're fading it, so it could be down to that.
Well, have a go. Put a shaft in your thing on this.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. The heavier shaft made, I'd say, quite a dramatic influence on the figures. Spin rate's still quite high, considering that's not shy of 300 yards. I've noticed my spin rate is probably 1,000 higher, would you say, than it should be? So what's the last thing, given where we are now, in how you'd bring this down?
Yeah, just fine tuning it out. Probably go either one of two things. I'd probably get your loft looking a little bit lower because your launch angles were probably a little bit higher. You de-loft it by a little bit, let's say 1 degree, you probably lose about 300 or drop the spin rate by about 300 RPM, so that'll help. Also help that penetrating flight a little bit. And I probably would maybe do a little bit more work with the shaft. I mean, this was just off the shelf, just grab another one. So there was definitely improvement in dispersion, and I think that just a little bit more fine tuning, maybe even getting you in a slightly heavier weight, just giving that a little bit more swing weight as well, and that should help out a lot.
So if I want to fine tune the club, Jason, and I want to take it on the range and stuff, how would I go about, playing around with the head itself?
So what you can do is this SureFit CG comes with a weight kit, and it comes with quite a varying amount of weights, the heaviest weight being 16, and it goes all the way down. So what you can do is if you put a little bit more weight, okay, it'll just increase that swing weight a little bit, not by much. Normally it's about 3 points, 3 grams is one swing weight. So that would just help you a little bit with that slightly heavier head. I think would just give you a little bit less spin, as well as the fact that it'll give you a little bit more option of squaring that face up a little bit more. I know your bad one normally is left, but on what we saw today, definitely would be helping you that.